Okay. Two big things to do is to kind of finish off that sphere and then talk about connecting the ear. And then where I'm going to leave you off is tips for sculpting and finishing the face. And I got to do the Konami code. I have more to do than I thought. All right. Let me talk about using other reference images. So, everyone's head shape is similar to this head shape or this head shape. It is almost spherical, but it gets a little wider in the back for that big old brainstem, right? So you can kind of see it's almost a circle or almost an oval, and then these corners flesh out. And of course, everyone's different. If you wanted to make an image plane of some sort of generic head that you found off the internet and use that for a reference for your top view, you could. Another thing that the pros do is they make a sphere, similar to what I showed you before, but then they just make it a bright material. You don't have to do this. I'm just giving you tips if you want to try it. And they throw in these bright orange shapes, and that lets me know where some vertices should be. So if I go here to vertex, this vertex is kind of poking in. I just get it right out a little bit before. And this is telling me my vertexes here, if I wanted to follow this circular shape, are a little too in, right? Get that guy. Let's see. Boom. Do you guys know that trick? Do you guys see what I did there? Look. Anyone want to guess how I got to that vertice?
Arrow keys?
Arrow keys. And that's called, I forget what that's called. It's called like arrow picking or... So I can just hit, it'll guess if it's a little bit too confusing. But it's a nice handy trick to kind of, if there's a vertex that's buried, and just poking through. So having this as like a reference to kind of just loosely shape it might help. All right. I'm going to move. Hit R. There you go. So we've made our bands. We're going to fill a hole. Mesh, fill hole. And then I can multi-cut. And then I can shape. I can sculpt and shape. I'm going to leave that to you guys. Yes? That's homework. Let's talk about connecting the ear. I might need to close my door here. All right. So I ignored the ear while branching it together, and I'm going to delete a few spots here. 1, 2. Right? Let me get out this edge here. Whoop. Vertex. Mesh tools, target weld. Let me do it this way. Edge, oops. Edge, edge. Mesh tools, target weld. Boop. All right. Now, let me finish this hole. Let me go hit face, edge. Sorry. Let me just do this one real quick. Well, shoot. Sorry, bear with me. I forgot what I was doing. Mesh tools, target weld. Boop. Right. Edge. Fill hole, fill hole, fill hole. Bam. Mesh tools, multi-cut. Okay. We have very big faces here. we have very small faces here. Yes? Agree or disagree? Class. Oh, am I losing everyone?
Very small.
Right. What we're going to probably need to do is do a few edge loops this way. Right? So if I do an edge loop here, that's going to help. Edge loop here. Oop. Sorry. Get on there. Get on there. That's going to help. Maybe one more for my face. Yes. All right. That should do it. And then, so don't be shy about giving a few extra edge loops on the top of your head. You don't want to go crazy, right? I'm very low poly with my head right now, right? So I can afford to definitely get some edge loops. You don't want it looking like that you'll see in a video game in the models that you're buying. They're still... Oop, I did it. I double did it. Oops. You might see this in a movie or a video game. That is after they've built it out. The reason why we also keep low poly is because later down the line, we're going to make a UV map. Later down the line, we're going to do blend shapes. So the less that we have to grab right now, the easier it is. So if your model is looking like this with all your edge loops, you're getting to be too much. Okay? If you're at that level, this is probably the max amount I want. I'm recording all this, yeah? So try, as I think Paul says this a lot, do as little as possible for as long as possible. Now it's no longer possible. I need to have these edge loops for my ear, so I need to figure this out. Okay. The good news is that the underlap side of the ear, I have all this open space. So I have room to work over here. So I only really have to connect my top half of my ear. So I'm going to see what I can do with, I'm going to delete that face. Delete. Let's see. Delete that face. Delete that face. So I got room to connect my ear here. And let's do another edge loop. Mesh tool. Let's give myself two more right here. Like that. Okay. So what you want to start finding is where this all comes together. So my first obvious choice is this vertex and this vertex are one. Right? That's, if I look at my side view, my side view is getting interesting, right? That is the place where my ear is making contact, and that's where the helix is kind of creasing in. So that is target 1, which is right here. Up. Stay on target. So, mesh tools, target weld. I'm going to plop that there. Okay. I take that back. Do I want to plop that one? Excuse me. I take that back. Do I want to plop that one out? No. Okay. Now it gets a bit funky. I'm sorry. That one. Oh, come on. That one. All right. What is going on? All right. Sorry, I needed a game plan. That's the one I wanted. Okay. Get out of here, sphere. Okay. Now, I'm on the inside of my head. And now I'm going to see where we connect and where I need to make a few edges and where I can kind of collapse a few edges and try to bridge a few things. So I'm going to do a couple tricks here. So I'm going to go to vertex. I'm going to start by just kind of branching these through. 1, 2, I might need another edge loop. 3. Is this looking okay? 4, 5, 6. Not bad. Not awesome, but not bad. Let's pull those down. Just grow that out. Yeah. It's actually... So they fan out from here. But you can add a few extra edges here on the back to kind of connect this through. This is an ending spot, right? This is my hairline. So I can work these edges towards my hairline. And that's going to work out nicely. So when you're connecting the ear, you only need to do that top half for this part. And then, where did I mess up? I need to get this guy back. This guy needs to come up. And in every demo I've ever watched, including the ones here at Kenyatta, this is where the professor panics. Every single one. All right, let me add excuse me. Let me shrink that. Rotate that. Okay. Vertex, vertex. Mesh tools, target weld. Bam. Get this guy. No. All right. I need to extrude one more to make this close. So I'm going to close off this hole. Actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. I know I'm all over the place, guys. I'm going to connect my lobe, fill hole, and start cutting. And when I do that, I'm going to wind up with a triangle or two right here. And that's going to be tolerable for right now. So let me connect these two by, let's see, something's not, these are fanning out too far. Let me tuck these guys back. 1, 2, there we go. Oh, what did I do there? That was a hotkey I didn't know I had. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Soft selection. And I'm going to need to give a few more edges. I'm going to that. I'm taking my time really picking which one I want to connect. And this guy's going to come down. Yes, there we go. Can I take more and send them down? All right, now I'm starting to see my pattern, and I'm really enjoying my inside view here. So I'm actually going to target weld so these stretch down, just to kind of give it some space. I'm going to target weld again. Boop. Oop, what? Wrong one. This guy. That guy. There we go. And that is going to help us close off that hole. Okay, Here I got way too much going on. And here I go. So now I'm going to, I have a hole. Now I can do a mesh fill hole, and now I'm going to start cutting.
So that closes the gap that you have in the ear.
This, right? I could also branch that. I think I'm going to branch that out, and that'll help slope it. Good catch. Something like that. And you're done. Good job, everybody. Fantastic work. Just kidding. So now we got a multi-cut. And it's always the last hole that takes the longest. Because now you don't have these outs. Like the nose was easy because I can branch out to the halfway line, right? The cheek here, I can branch out to the end of the cheek. Now that it's like fully closed, I'm really gonna have to find where these get bent a little too much. Oops, wrong hole, wrong vertex. This one. And I might even have to do a little digging over here on the inside of my head, which is a nice advantage. And I'm definitely gonna have to add a few edge loops. All right. So let's do. Where are you? Are you part of my geometry? You are. Yeah. Multi-cut time, mesh tool, multi-cut. So I'm gonna go. Let's see here. Yeah. Enter. No. Come on here. Get zoomed in. Ooh. What happened there? There you go. And now I'm going to tuck. This guy's kind of overlapping. I'm going to figure out where this guy belongs. I need that. Where's that? I need that vertex. You guys come out here. That guy. That was the up arrow trick. What happened there?
Maybe it's behind the...
Yeah. Ooh, I dug myself in the corner. Maybe I should just start over. I'm going to make another hole. Yes. Now, here we go. Look at 1, 2. I see quads. Oh, I missed one. Sorry. Triangle. There we go. Boo-doo-doo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's coming together. So that's a diamond. And I get, this is called a star, which is a different kind of problem. But we're going to let that slide for a while. So these are actually, that's a quad to a quad. And because it's extruding out, you're fine. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's carve a few more here. Doop. Doop. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on.
I think you missed the vertex.
Yep, totally missed it. Where were you going with that guy? Oh, I got a hole right here. I forgot I made a hole. Better. Oop. Get that out of the way. And I'm coming back to this guy. One thing you can do that I like doing is I like highlighting my problems. So I know, I'm like, I know I got to fix that. I'm going to come back to that. Right? Okay, so now I'm going to try to trace a few of these out to curves over here. So that took a little bit longer than I thought. Sorry. But I still have this big old end-gon here, and I have to kind of square some of these things up. So just kind of keep working at it. That's an end-gon. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, come on. Oops, I'm on multi-cut. Boom. Boom. That's going to give me a triangle. I don't want a triangle. That's a quad, though. So here, enter. And now let's go 1 quad. There we go. Boom. Okay, this guy needs to go to just kind of egressing them until I'm breaking my brain. 1, 2, then up. Okay, and then I get a come on, boom. All right. So that's going to be your longest haul. And I got to square these out. Shoot. I climbed up there and I forgot to clean this part up here. I'm going to try to taper these down into this jaw area. But you keep multi-cutting until you get to a spot where you can kind of fill it up. That's going to take you the longest time at home. Or today before class. Okay? Keep squaring that stuff away. In the interest of time, let me show you the last few things to do. Yeah. Let me do a stop.